Hello, friends. You are welcome to Leadership Go with the Brainy Leadership Team. I'm Michael Brainy, and today we want to look at another important skill of leadership that is very key in your leading. That is focus. We want to look at focus, maintaining your course anytime that you are put in a position to lead. Leadership is quite difficult, I would say, and involves constant advancement. So if you really want to maintain your focus as a leader and keep moving as a leader, then there are some things that you would have to embrace. Because once you lose focus or once you miss the course you are running with, you begin to founder in your leadership life a little. So we want to look at maintaining your focus or maintaining your course as a very key thing in leadership. And the first thing that I want us to pay attention to is to keep the big picture in mind. So anytime you are leading, one thing that is just like an athlete, if you are playing a football match and maybe you start from group stages, you play and then keep playing, you get to a point where you are able to sail through to the final and you are on the pitch. You see that you and your opponent, whilst you are exchanging hands and getting ready to start the game, they bring the trophy to the field. Some form of energy, you don't know how it comes in, but then you begin to feel the vibe. You want to be there, or you're an athlete and then you have the final race to run and then you see the trophy ahead of you. It just wows you, like, I have to do this. Really, that's what we are saying about keeping the big picture in mind. If you really want to maintain your focus in your leadership life or wherever you find yourself, positionally or not even having a position, leading yourself or wherever you find yourself, you always have to have the vision alive. Keep the vision alive. Have the big picture, whatever goal you have set for yourself, whatever purpose for which you were brought into that position as a leader, or you've put in yourself in the position as a leader, then you would have to embrace the fact that you always have to keep your vision in mind. You always have to make it lively, like make it live in your view, always, all the time. Else, you are not going to even enjoy your leadership life. Anytime you keep it in mind, it helps you. The other thing that you have to do in order to maintain your focus as a leader is to constantly practice what you learn. One leadership guru once said that if you stop learning, it means that you stop growing. Once you stop learning, you don't want to grow again. And like I said earlier on, leadership is quite engaging and it needs constant advancement. So once you have the big picture in your mind and you really want to grow or maintain your focus in that picture, then you would have to constantly learn and practice what you learn. You practice what you learn. You do what you learn. You take actions on what you learn, especially in relation to whatever vision or goal or whatever the big picture is. Of course, you can't go and play, you can't go and employ the skills of basketball when you are on the field of football. It won't work for you. So if you have the big picture in mind, always learn and practice what you learn. The third thing that I want us to look at is to work on your weakness and then empower your strength as a leader. It's of no doubt that you might have some things that you have to deal with every time as a leader, every point in time as a leader. Those things are never going to get out of your way. It's not going to be smooth all around every day, no. But then what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to manage your weakness and then make sure you take advantage of your strength. So wherever you think that, or you know that this is where I am good, at doing. This is what I'm good at doing. This is why I can function well. This is where my strength lies. Then you have to pay attention to that side and then gear more energy there. At the same time, you are managing your weakness. You don't want to leave one hanging because one thing that can happen to you when your weakness shows up is that it can denature everything you've built as a leader. One weakness that shows up alone can denature everything, and it can make you lose trust as a leader. So you would always have to um, work around the two. Whilst you are managing your weaknesses, you do well to hammer on your strength so that you can advance in your leadership life. Another thing we have to look at is to look at those ahead of you. There are people who have, of course, have taken the lead. People, some are alive, some are dead and gone. You have to learn from them. You don't know everything, and it's the basic reason why you have to keep learning every day as a leader. So make sure you learn from those who are ahead of you as a leader. And then the final thing is that enjoy your mistakes. I mean, if you make mistake, make sure that you learn from it. It will be unwise for you to repeat a particular mistake. But then the fact that you've made a mistake doesn't mean that you should lose your focus. Just pick yourself up and then keep working at it. It doesn't mean you should allow yourself to be making multiple mistakes, because there are some mistakes that you make, you can't rise again. You are going to lose total trust with the people you are working with as a leader. So do well to fail, but then don't allow your failure to put you down. Learn from them and be a better person. Thank you for joining us today on Leadership Go with the Brainy Leadership team. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share. I'll see you in the next episode. Practice whatever you are doing here and see a big change in your leadership life.